At the end of this topic, you will be able to define sequences, identify finite and infinite sequences, find the nth terms for the given sequences, find terms when nth term is given.
Look at the patterns that you see around you. In an auditorium, the chairs are arranged in sequence, row after row. The numbers on the snakes are arranged in a particular order. The first one is even numbers, the second one is odd numbers, the third one is multiples of 4, and the fourth one is multiples of 3. The arrangement of leaves in aloe vera forms a beautiful pattern.
A sequence is nothing but an arrangement of numbers in a definite order according to some rule. Here are a few examples of a sequence. The first sequence, 1, 3, 6, 10, is the number of dots required to form a triangle. The second sequence, 4, 6, 8, 10, is the number of people sitting around a table. When each time a square table is added to the previous one, the number of people is increased by 2. Terms of a sequence. The terms are the numbers that occur in a sequence. We denote them by T1, T2, T3. Consider the following sequence: 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, and 49. Here, 1 is the first term T1, 4 is the second term T2, 9 is the third term T3, and 16 is the fourth term T4. In general, Tn notes the number in the nth place. Finite and infinite sequences. A sequence having a finite number of terms is called a finite sequence. Otherwise, it is known as an infinite sequence. A finite sequence always has a last term, whereas an infinite sequence does not have a last term. For example, 3, 6, 9, 12 is a finite sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on is an infinite sequence.
The following are some of the examples of sequences. 2, 4, 6, and so on is a sequence with T1 is equal to 2, T2 is equal to 4, T3 is equal to 6, and so on. -10, -20, -30, and so on is a sequence with T1 is equal to -10, T2 is equal to -20, T3 is equal to -30, and so on. 0, 1, 0, 1, and so on is a sequence with T1 is equal to 0, T2 is equal to 1, T3 is equal to 0, and so on. If Tn is the sequence, then the sum of the first n terms of the sequence is given as follows. S1 is equal to T1, S2 is equal to T1 plus T2, S3 is equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3, and so on. Sn is equal to T1 plus T2 plus T3 plus, and so on, Tn.
In this topic, you have learnt a sequence of real numbers is an arrangement of a list of real numbers in a specific order. If a sequence has only a finite number of terms, then it is called a finite sequence. If a sequence has infinitely many terms, then it is called an infinite sequence.